Lance Hall here for Let's Discuss with Lance Hall. Happy to welcome Max from Def Rat to the program today. Max, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm fine. Nice. Thanks for having us.
Yeah. New album, Band the Light, came out last Friday. Reviews are starting to come in. They're all pretty favorable. You must be pretty pleased so far.
Yeah, it feels great to finally have the album out. You know, we have been listening to the songs a hell of a lot ourselves, and it's now very, very nice to share them with you guys. So it feels amazing.
Yeah. I like to approach as I'm a brand new fan of the band. I've gone to the record store and I'm looking through the records. I've gotten to the D section, and here's this album in front of me by this band called Def Rat. The first thing I'm going to think is, where did they get that name from?
The name, we're actually, me and the other guitar player, Pat Kramer, were sitting in Africa having a beer because we had a week off. And we were about to come up with a new band name, and where that really come from, I don't really know actually, but we thought it really fits well with the songs, and it really ties together with the logo and all that. So
yeah, it's a great logo.
Basically that's it, and we think it's a cool name, and yeah, as I said, it ties together.
Yeah. And then I look at the cover art, and that really catches my eye. The gentleman who did your cover, I don't dare to say his name because I think I would say it wrong. I'll let you say it.
Yeah, his name is Lucas Jasak.
Okay.
I think you can pronounce it like that. I'm not really sure myself, but amazing dude. His art is really amazing.
Now, did he come up with this on his own, or did you guys give him sort of a concept? Does it tie in with the title, Band the Light, or...?
Yeah, we send him all the lyrics and, the stuff that we're writing about in general, and he come up with this one. It's actually his girlfriend at the front of the cover.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Very cool.
So it is everything is a picture. It looks a little bit like someone has draw that, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
But it is an actual picture, and then he done some type of magic to it. I think it looks pretty cool, so we're happy about that.
It's amazing what they can do with those photo editing, applications now. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Came out on AFM Records. You recorded over at Ballroom Studios. Produced by Eric Berglund. Is Eric somebody you had worked with prior to this, or is he brand new?
No, Eric is a good old friend of ours. He's been playing drums in a band or in different bands, and I have done a few shows with him, so we know that guy pretty well, and he decided to go producing instead of being a musician himself, and he's doing that pretty damn good, and it's really nice to work with guys that you already know, and the chemistry is already there, and all that, so it's great to work with Eric.
Cool.
Great producer.
5-piece band. You got Frankie Rich on vocals. You mentioned Pat Kramer on guitar. You on guitar. Nick Lester on bass. Carl Lofgren on drums.
Yeah.
You guys knew each other before Def Rat, right?
Exactly.
Tell me a little bit about the background as to how it all came together.
Yeah, we used to say this, that Def Rat has been around for a long time, but we haven't really put that exactly name to it until now, but basically the band, what it is that me, Pat Kramer, and Frank Rich, we're like the engine of the band. We're writing the songs, we're doing the interviews, and basically all the work around it, and then we bring Nick Lester and Carl Lofgren with us on the road.
Okay.
So they're playing the live shows with us and recording the albums as well. Really great musicians.
Mm-hmm.
Love those guys. And we live in a pretty small place here in Sweden. Mm-hmm. So we're just jamming around, mm-hmm. and things seems to go easy. So that's cool.
Yeah. I read some of the other bio stuff on you, and I watched the studio doc video that's up on YouTube. The first thing that jumped out on me was that huge Kiss banner behind Carl's drum set.
Yeah.
Take it you're big Kiss fans.
Yeah, especially Frankie. He's a huge Kiss fan. I love Kiss too, of course, but
Yeah.
he's the Maniac.
The thing you guys mentioned was, I think it was like when you were doing the demos, you didn't isolate, a bass player in one room, a drummer in a hallway, a singer here. You just put everybody together in a room and just went for it, live, where you could really see each other, kind of old school.
Yeah, this is the thing. Of course, we have the amps and everything in separate rooms for, isolating them.
Right.
But we want to be in the same room, looking at each other while we're playing, and we think it's a cool way of recording an album.
Mm-hmm.
We want to do it, basically live,
Right.
because it gives the whole album a vintagey feel.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
And we love to do it that way. It's much more fun recording an album that way. It means a hell lot of rehearsals beforehand, but no problem
Yeah.
if you're willing to do that.
Yeah. You produced 3 videos so far for Fallen Angels, Hail the End of Days, and Tying You Down.
Yeah.
Great stuff. How's the video making process? Is that something you enjoy, or is it just sort of a necessary evil?
No, it's not. I enjoy it. Of course, some scenes can be very long, and it end up being like 2 seconds, in the video.
Right.
That could be a little bit boring, but we really enjoy to hang out. We're very good friends, and we used to work with people that we know. There's a lot of great people, here around where we live in Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
That's really talented in what they're doing. So it's cool. So I wouldn't say that it is a necessary evil. It's pretty fun, actually.
Yeah. I noticed
around it.
I noticed towards the end of in the Hail video, you sort of tie in that cover picture a little bit with the people with the masks on.
Yeah, exactly. We wanted to do as you say, we wanted to tie everything together in a way, and I think we managed to do that in that video.
Yeah. What's the symbolism behind the masks that the people are wearing?
Basically, what the whole album is about is, it's about power struggles, and people are using religion and politics for almost excuse themselves for becoming horrible things in the world,
Mm-hmm.
and brainwashing stuff. So this girl that you can see in the front cover is sort of a leader of a cult,
Mm-hmm.
basically, and we wanted to do a video on that, and how they bring new people to the cult. You have to roll in the mud almost like you were reborn, and you have to clean your soul, take away your identity, and we'll bring you the new one,
Yeah.
basically like that. Yeah.
Cool. I wanted to get into a few of the songs. Of course, Dustin sent me a download. The thing that struck me throughout this album was the heaviness, but yet there was a great deal of melody as well that my ears picked up, which I truly enjoyed. I thought it was really, really good.
Thank you.
Title track, Ban the Light, just one hell of a riff there you guys are playing. Then you've got that timing change, almost sort of like a Sabbath-y kind of vibe, like a Black Sabbath kind of vibe. Can you tell me a little bit about Ban the Light?
Yeah, it's really cool that you're saying that, Black Sabbath, because that's a band that we really enjoy, and great stuff. You can't beat that, right?
No.
I mean, what's very important for us is that it could be, heavy as,
Mm-hmm.
it could be how heavy, I mean, what I'm trying to say here is that we always want to combine the heaviness with something that is very smooth.
Right.
and I think that's where the melody comes in, because we want to. Basically, what we're doing is that we have every single one of us loving the hard rock, and you have very different types of hard rock, right? For me, for example, I do love Guns N' Roses, I love Def Leppard, and what I'm talking about here is very melodic bands, right?
Yeah.
And Frankie's a little bit more coming from the heavy side, listening to a lot of Pantera, Slayer and stuff like that. So we want to combine everything of that, and that's really what we're doing. And with Band the Light, we wanted basically create a rock anthem for all the rock and rollers out there, and we wanted to invite them to our ship, almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Raise your fist to the black sky and just go with us.
Yeah. Okay, cool. You got it going right with the heaviness and the melody. This album is one that you can almost like bang your head and tap your toe to at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then right after Band the Light, you go into Bad Blood, which is more of like an acoustic type vibe. I thought it had a great atmosphere. Did you guys work on sequencing the album? Yourselves? You have somebody else kind of listen to it to let the songs flow, or did you just kind of throw it together?
You mean the track listing of the album?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was something that we took the time and really wanted to create the album as great as possible from start to the end. So what we're doing with Bad Blood, they're almost in the middle, is that we want to sort of split the album in two pieces almost. And I think that song is really cool for the dynamic of the album. Really happy that song is there,
Yeah.
because at the same time it's very dark, and I think it's fit pretty good to the rest of the music.
Yeah, it had a great atmosphere to it, I thought.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you come out of that into Say You Love Me, which is a really heavy song with a great message. Frankie writes most of the lyrics, right? Or do you all contribute?
Mostly Frankie. He's definitely the master of the lyrics on this album.
Yeah. I thought that tune had a great message behind it, the Say You Love Me.
Yeah.
Heavy stuff. Are all these like brand new songs that came together when you guys got together to record this album, or did somebody have a riff or a lyric or a phrase from somewhere that came in, or is this all brand new music?
No, it's a little bit from here and there, I would say. We're usually what we do is that some of us is coming up with a riff or maybe a melody for the chorus or something, and then we just gathering all of our ideas, and we sit down and continue working on it. So basically we're doing a hell lot of the album together, because that's when the magic comes up.
Right.
Our three heads has to be like in sync. Yeah.
The last tune I want to talk about is the last song on the album. I always give it sort of my last song test. Are they trying as hard on the last song as they were on the first one? And it's a tune called Welcome to Hell, and you passed my test. Great song. I thought, you talked about Bad Blood being dark. I thought Welcome to Hell was like really dark, almost in places maybe had just a touch of a Marilyn Manson type feel to it,
Yeah.
Really good track. What can you tell me about Welcome to Hell?
Well, that's a really a piece that came together. Really, that particular song is a song that Frankie worked a lot with, and it's a really cool song. We wanted to do something, as you say, it's a little bit Marilyn Manson in there, maybe also a little bit Rob Zombie-ish.
Yep.
Or something. But it's not really that different from the other songs, how they are coming up. We're just goofing around with different ideas and riffs.
Yeah.
So Yeah, but it's a cool message, and we wanted to put that particular song last on the album because it feels like it really sum up sort of the, it's
Yeah.
not just about the lyrics, it's just the feel when you're listening to it. If you the musical aspect to it as well, it feels like, okay, what can we do after this song?
Right.
Well, pretty much nothing,
Yeah. Yeah.
So then we have the end,
It's a great bookend to the album, I think.
Yeah, it feels like.
Yeah. I read that your particular region over there in Sweden where you guys are is very rich in like mining and steel and stuff like that. Is it where there's a lot of industry?
Well, there was, like I think in the 60s, I think it was. Well, it's a cool place. It's definitely a thing to see if you would come here someday.
Yeah, I would love to get over there sometime.
Yeah.
Very cool. And the other thing, it talks a very do-it-yourself attitude in that part of Sweden, which you guys have carried over into the music as well, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Any touring plans for Def Rat?
Yeah, we're actually working on it right now, and we will definitely go out on tour as soon as possible, and we will start with Europe. So I think the US will wait for now.
Yeah.
Because, it's a little bit hard for us European bands to go over to the US and play. It could be very expensive. And,
You're right.
But it would be great. Someday we're coming,
Yeah.
I promise. Yeah. So, we have touring plans. It's not really particular that I can say right now, but we will definitely tour Europe first, early next year, and then continue with festivals and, more touring.
If you could hook up with any band to go out and do like a world tour with, who would be your dream band to go out and play with?
Oh, wow. That's a hard question. That could be, and I have to pick one that exists.
You could pick anybody. It's your dream tour,
Okay, my dream tour would definitely be like Guns N' Roses because that's my childhood,
Right.
Me personally. But I think the greatest fit ever would be to do something together with Ozzy Osbourne or something. That would be like the perfect match, I think.
Yeah. Be very, very cool.
Yeah.
I would like to see that one.
There's a lot of cool bands out there. Have you ever heard of the Swedish band Avatar?
Yes. Excellent stuff.
Going pretty well for them in the US.
Yeah.
A really cool band, I think.
Yeah. Excellent image and a great sound and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking with Max, guitarist for the band Def Rat, their album Band the Light out now on AFM Records. Check out their website, www.defrat.com. I thought that was pretty cool. Some of the stuff you had on there was awesome. I also liked, you did the video on YouTube for Fret Slams with a playthrough vid. That was, which song was it you did?
I think it was Fallen Angels, wasn't it?
Yes, Fallen Angels. I knew it started with an F.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I thought was pretty cool. Do you get a good response from those, with people saying, okay, now I can see how the sound is,
Yeah, it's a little bit a message for the guitar nerds out there. And we had a few videos that was sent to us with people playing the riff, which is cool, of course.
Yeah.
So I think we will continue doing stuff like that. It's pretty fun, and we love to communicate with our fans. So that's a good way to do it.
Absolutely, and that's what's got to be so cool with being a band today with access to YouTube and social media. I mean, can you imagine back in the day, people trying to learn how to play Eddie Van Halen's Eruption, off of Van Halen? And all you can do is spin the record and play. You don't have the videos. You can't communicate. You're sitting in your room till your fingers bleed, trying to figure it out. And
have to figure it out themselves. Yeah. Just listening to the record. That's we live in a different world right now.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Do you find the amount of access that people have to you? It must be sort of a double-edged sword. I mean, obviously you enjoy hearing everything that everybody has its complimentary, but not everybody is complimentary, and sometimes that can be tough to take as well when they can access you so personally. How do you deal with that?
Well, you mean through social media and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just see it as a good tool for reaching out,
Yeah.
And to me, it's all of that is pretty good. And there's a lot of cool bands, as I said earlier, that really can bloom out and show themselves to the world. And I mean, we're doing this of course, we're doing this for ourselves, but
Right.
also, we want to be heard. Everybody want to be heard.
Yeah.
And it is a really good way to do it. And and the contact with the fans is, we can just chat away and we can spend days if we want to. And we also do that, we love that.
Yeah.
We want to stay close to people that really likes our music.
Right. Very cool.
Yeah.
Max, I always like to wind my interviews up with sort of, I call them kind of my silly questions. I'm hoping these are questions you've never even been asked before. Sound good?
Yeah.
How do you like your eggs cooked?
I cooked them for like 4 minutes.
So you do like a soft-boiled egg?
Yeah.
Okay.
Soft boiled.
All right. Very cool. Would you rather be on a desert island alone or with someone who never stops talking?
No, alone.
Alone? Okay.
Yeah.
Late at night and you're hungry, what are you going to grab for a midnight snack?
Oh, whoa. A snack? I would grab a beer.
Okay.
Because that is also pretty good if you're hungry.
Okay, very good. Favorite toy growing up as a child?
Favorite toy? That was my guitar because I started playing very early. So my guitar.
Okay. What's your earliest musical memory that you have?
Oh, well, the earliest...
That involves music,
Yeah, I guess it has to be... I remember I got an Hits for Kids album, I think it's called that, from my parents when I was about, I don't know, maybe 5.
Yeah.
It was a song with, I think it was Wheatus who did a song called, I don't remember the song, but it was from a Hits for Kids album.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds
and I was
cool.
5 years.
All right. Last one. This is the one we have the most fun with. If they were to make a movie of your life, what actor would you have play you in the movie? And it's your movie, your life. You can pick anybody.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm not really into movies, but I think I would say, whatever. Let's say Brad Pitt.
Okay, there you go. Good answer. All right. And this is my final one. What makes a great guitarist?
That is the tone and the personality in the vibrato. And Slash is from Guns N' Roses, again, is a very, very good example because he can just hit one note and you immediately know that it's him.
Yeah.
So the personality in your, fingers and the vibrato is really, really important. It doesn't matter if you play fast, if you play slow, doesn't matter. But you have to have the right feel and your personality have to come out.
Okay, excellent. Great answer. Max, thank you very much for taking the time. Once again, we've been chatting with Max, guitarist for Def Rat. Their album Band the Light out now on AFM Records. You can buy it at all the media outlets and stuff. And check out the videos on YouTube. Any more videos coming, or are you 3 and done?
We'll actually have more videos coming, but not really now because we have released 3 already in a decent short amount of time.
You did.
More will come.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Safe travels to you out on tour, and if you ever get over here to the States, we hope to see you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for having me. It was great.
Take care, Max. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.